Okay, let's go over crude oil. All right, let's go over the number 3. First of all, the methodology states this on the black charts. If the moving averages cross over, which they crossed over here, I sent those out in the mail last night to you. The exact same setup happened on gold yesterday. If my moving averages are up, I can buy the first test of LVA, which are these green plus signs. But if it breaks out of HVA, I'm not allowed to sell HVA in an uptrend. My moving average is crossed up. I'm not allowed to sell HVA. I must let it break out, let it retest within 2, maximum 3 ticks, and get a pull and bar off my 3 Renko right here, the number 3. Look at that explosion on crude oil. Number 3 trade explodes, right? Just explodes to the upside. That's a number 3. Number 3s are only with trend. Number 1s are with trend. So number 3 trade is when you break out of HVA in an uptrend and retest it, and you look for a pull and bar. Number 1 trades are deep retracements to the LVA within 2, maximum 3 ticks, like we did yesterday. Play yesterday's video and the day before. We nailed the exact low on LVA, real big trades, and that's how we do the number 3. So that worked out well. But what I want to impress upon you, and I was talking about this today, is that J signal matches up with the number 3. Let me put it up. J signal matched up with the number 3 retest. So the market broke out at volume profile, broke out of my HVA high value area in the bottom left and retested. Consequently, at the same time, my J signal gave me a number 3 trade. Exactly on the retest of HVA. That happens a lot where my number 3 on J signal will match up with my number 3 in my black charts. Remember, you can't counter trend trade the black charts. You're not allowed to. So the moving average is up. I'm not allowed to sell the HVA. I want to let it break out, let it retest within 2 ticks, maximum 3. It did it right over here. But J signal matched exactly up with it, right? So the number 1 projection I had this morning worked. I said 48 to 48.09 was the level on 4 times confluence if we got a pull-in bar. So that's a really good level for a pull-in bar. Now, the number 3 was really important because the number 3, right, was a J signal. And there's your exact entry because it broke above HVA. It gave us a tell that the market's getting strong. It gave us a tell down here that the market's strong, broke, HVA retested, and that's your exact order entry bar right there, the triangle. When the triangle comes up, that's your exact bar to place the order. Your stop is this black line down here. Here's your black line for the stop. It cannot close a body of the candle below this black line. Wicks don't count. Cannot close below there. There's your stop. There's your exact bar entry right here. When you get the triangle, right there. That's the number 3 setup. It was all predicated on breaking HVA on the black charts, retesting it, or J signal by itself, breaking through high value area. That told you the market's strong. And then it retested for J signal long. All right, so beautiful number 3. Number 3s are incredibly accurate when they break high value and low value area. What I'm trying to tell you is the black charts there's only 2 setups to learn, a number 1 and number 3. On the J signal charts, there's only 1 setup to learn, the number 3. So there's only 2 setups that you have to learn with my entire system. I only look for number 3s with J signal, and I predicated off breaking through HVA and LVA and taking the first pullback. There's your first pullback after breaking out of HVA, and it was gorgeous. It's a beautiful trade. All right? So that's almost an 80-tick trade, $800 move right there. $800 move, maximum risk, 130 to 150 bucks. Don't risk more than 150 bucks on this trade. So if you have a hard 15-tick stop and you get in this trade on the J signal, there's your Fibonacci dots. After you exceed HVA, your blue Fibonacci dots. There's your arrow indicating a possible wave 3 Elliott wave. There's my triangle indicating market delta, order imbalance. Once you get in, if it closed below this black line before your 15-tick stop is hit by a whole body of the candle, 2/3 body of the candle, take a smaller loss. But it didn't. Look, my stop held here, my stop held here. J signal's 2 for 2 on the breakout. 2 for 2. Worked there, worked here. Here's a wave 3, here's a wave 5. There's a mini wave 3, mini wave 5. Right there. They both work. Why? Because market profile broke out. It gave us a tell right there. Gave us a tell, we broke out again. The best one to get is the first breakout, though, the first retest. $800 trade, just like that, potential. Maximum $150 risk. All right? But what I want to impress upon you is this. Don't forget this. J signal, number threes, if they match up with the number 3 on breaking HV and LV and on these black charts, you got confluence. And you got a possible huge runner. And those are the times you usually get a 100 tick trade, 60 to 100 tick runner. Don't forget that.